Hello, welcome to Southern Wreaths. Today I'm going to start making my Christmas wreaths. So if you like Christmas wreaths, please subscribe. Today I'm going to make this really cute evergreen wreath. These are some of the supplies I'm going to use to make this wreath. I'm going to start by going outside and fluffing my wreath. It makes a big mess, so I like to do this outside. Sorry it's so jumpy, I was using my phone. This is what it looks like when half is fluffed and the other half's not. You can see a big difference. And this is when the entire thing has been fluffed. And then I wanted to give this wreath a frosted look. I hate flocking, it makes a big mess. So I just want to use some white spray paint just to give it a little bit of white pops here and there. It's nothing too bright. I don't want to cover all the green. I just do a spritz here and there until I like the way it looks, and it dries really fast too. But after it's dried, I come inside and this is what it looks like after I've sprayed it. Now I am lucky enough to live near Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and they have a huge Christmas store there, and I got to go recently and I stocked up on some of these beautiful picks from there. And I'm just going to pull them apart. I thought I was going to have to cut them, but after I cut away the wrapping, they just pulled right out. And they've got a little bit of glitter in them, if you can kind of see when it hits the light. I thought they were really pretty. I wanted to add a lot of different texture into this wreath. I thought I was going to add a lot more than I did. Now you can use hot glue with this wreath, or you can do like I did. I'm just going to attach the wire to the frame. Everything I'm using has wire, and if it doesn't, I'm adding pipe cleaners to it. And this was one, because if I wanted to move something around, I could. And two, I just feel like it holds it better. And if you're making your own personal wreath at home, you can always take it apart and then redo it each year. You know, if you like Snowman one year, but the next year you want to do Santa, it's easy to just undo the wires and do it differently. Now, it could hurt your hands, so you might want to use some tools. I'm just going to use my wire cutters. And then I wouldn't worry about the placement right away. You just want to get it secured to the wreath. And then once you turn it over, since it's wired, you can move it to where you want it to be. And you can also secure with zip ties if you don't feel completely confident with the wire just the way it is. But I try to leave pretty good amounts of wire on the picks that I'm using just so I could attach them. And then once you have it in there, you can arrange it where you like it. All right, and here's another beautiful pick that I got. It's got lots of sparkle in it. I decided I didn't want to do any sparkle on this wreath. So I didn't go with that one. I do use this one. It's got like frosted things on it. I thought that went better with the snowman. And if you have a pick like this that has a really thick wire that has multiple wires in it, you could cut it away. My cutters would not cut it, so I just kept the stem really long, and I just wrapped it around and around. Just felt like it was more security, I guess. I could have like unraveled it and trimmed it, but this way I don't have a sharp point at the end, so it's kind of nice. And you want to make sure you don't have any sharp points sticking out the back, because they will scratch people's doors or anywhere that they hang their wreaths. And since it's on all wired, I can bend it to where I want it to go. And you want to make sure it's really secured to the frame. And then you can bend it, since it's wire, to where you like it. I didn't show, but this little bundle to the right here, I couldn't get it to stay together, like twisting it. So I just took a pipe cleaner and wrapped it around to make it its own little bundle. And I didn't like how this one was so floppy, so I'm just taking a pipe cleaner and wrapping it around and pulling it through to the back. And then I'll secure it as tightly as I want, so that way the pick's not just dangling off of there. Okay, so to add my snowman, I'm going to poke some holes with my scissors and then feed pipe cleaners through. And Originally, I just do 2, but I do add 1 at the end, and I'll show you when I do that. This one was really fuzzy, so I needed something to pull it through. And this is a great way to get your plush to stick, to put onto your wreaths. And I'm going to push the branches out of the way so that I can still see them when my snowman's on my wreath. I do go back after I'm done with the wreath and move him over and back a little bit more so it looks like he's sitting. I didn't like the way he looked. But that's what's great about, well, you wouldn't glue a stuffed animal anyway, but that's what's great about wiring everything in, is you can change it. I really love this mesh. I guess it's mesh. And I wanted to use it for a bow, just like the backdrop for a bow. It kind of looks like snow. So I'm just going to use my bow dabra. And I believe I do 6-inch loops of the white. I think I do 4 loops. And then I'm going to use that really cute red and white snowman ribbon right there. I'm going to just play some music and let you watch it. More detailed step-by-step version of how I make a bow using the bow dabra, I'll link it here. And I just used the zip tie to hold the bow together and then fed the pipe cleaner through that before I tightened it, just so I could secure it to the wreath. I decided I wanted to make some ruffles. I only make 2. But I'm just going to take this, I think it's 5.5-inch or 6-inch snow mesh and overlap it slightly and then ruffle it together through the center. And then I attach that to the evergreen, and you can just use the branches to attach it. And then I thought it was kind of plain, so I decided to add some of my ribbon on top. I'm only doing it to 2 places, so I have like the 3 points, like I have the bow and then the 2 bundles. I really love this mesh. And I'm cutting my ribbon at 12 inches. My ruler broke, so it doesn't look like I'm cutting it at 12 inches, but I am. And I only need 4 pieces, because I'm going to put 2 in each bundle. And I am going to dovetail the ends, and I just fold that in half and then fold it in half again at the tip and cut from the wire towards the crease at a diagonal. And then I'll just pinch it in the middle after I stack 2 together. Gave it a nice pop of red. And I'm just going to use my existing ribbon to cut the rest of them since my ruler is broken. And then I just open the tie. And then I tried to make it where the snowmen were facing up, so when I fluff it, they're not upside down. The ribbon's so cute. It has little snowmen and big snowmen. Alright, now I'm going to add berries to the wreath. I wanted to add some to the center here. I thought it looked kind of plain. So I'm just going to use the wire from the berries and the evergreen, and I just twist them together. And then I'll do the same thing I've been doing throughout, where I just cut, the berries how I want them and then attach them to the wreath. And then I decided the snowman's head needed to be pulled back more. So I'm going to cut 2 slits in the back of his hat. I tried to stab it through, but it wouldn't go. And then just add a pipe cleaner to that and attach it to the evergreen wreath that way. I was trying to think of an easier way to attach it, but this seems like the safest bet as far as putting it on a wreath. I don't want it to, like, if it's on someone's door and they slam the door or something, I wouldn't want anything to fall off. And he was pretty heavy. He was like one of those sitting ones that you can put on the corner. And then I went through my stash and I found these holly berries and leaves, and I cut them up and I'm just adding them here and there. Some of them I add in 2s and 3s, and I'm adding them the same way where I wrap the stem around. Then I'll just go through and position everything the way I like it, and that's it. That's how I decorated my evergreen wreath. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like my video or learned anything, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.